Hello, hello. Leslie Urbis here. I'm a few minutes early from my time I said I was going to be here, but that's okay. Early is always better. So, if you are watching this, hashtag live, hashtag replay, let me know that you are here. Today's going to be a totally chill conversation. I've even got my Wind Down Wednesday here present with us because I just want to talk to you a little bit about metabolism and the shifts that we need to work on. So, this presentation today is going to be all about why your metabolism is stopping you because of the mainstream diets that you've done in your life. You're actually slowing your metabolism, which is going to cause you to gain massively more weight as you age. So that's what I want you to get from today's session. So I have to go through a little bit of sciencey part at first. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. So let's view our metabolism here. First of all, there's three pieces to our metabolism. Our metabolism works through one, our basal metabolic rate. So, how many calories do we burn as a person? Now, basal metabolic rate can be affected by age, by muscle mass, um, sex, all that good stuff. Okay, so those are the main things that affect our basal metabolic rate. That's our number one. Okay, the second thing that really affects is the thermal effect of food, which means the more food you eat, the more calories you burn. You never burn more calories than you eat, though. Okay, just note that. And then the third piece is exercise. So those are the pieces to your metabolism. That's your play. So let's just focus on basal metabolic rate right now. Okay, so if I'm thinking about my basal metabolic rate, okay, it's affected by multiple things. It's affected by my age, it's affected by my muscle mass, it's affected by gender. Okay, let's just go with those three things for now. So, to increase my basal metabolic rate, if I change my muscle mass, I can increase my basal metabolic rate. Okay, same with if I am younger. Typically, we associate that with a little bit more of an increase in activity. A 2-year-old that's always nonstop going versus us who could sit still for quite a while. Okay, so those are pieces of the effects there. Okay, so what I want to combat here is the age, basal metabolic rate, metabolism factor. Okay, so let's say you're in your 20s and you attempt your first diet and you obviously do it successfully. It's like, I cut out calories, I cut out carbs, I cut out whatever, lost drastic weight. It was really simple and easy, lost the 10, 15 pounds I wanted to, and then remained at that weight for a little while, right? Never having any issues whatsoever. Okay. I just got to maintain that weight. Okay. So that's the thought process. We are like, oh, this was super simple. What we did in that instance was train our metabolism that it actually needs less than what it does. Okay. So let's, for instance, say that this is my metabolism at age 20. And every day at age 20, I can burn 2,500 calories and not gain a pound. But in order to diet and lose weight, I choose, instead of eating the whole 2,500, to only eat this little bitty piece down here, 500 calories worth. Okay. So now I'm in my 20s and I am only consuming 500 calories a day for, let's say, 21 days just to get myself down those 10 or 15 pounds to look good in the bikini for whatever it may be. So I do it, right? And I successfully do it. Everybody has that story of like, it's so easy back when you're a kid, right? So easy to just lose those few pounds, right? Okay. Now, when you do that and you take the 2,500 you should be burning and only eat 500, you've then trained your metabolism. Oh, you know what? We can live on a whole lot less. So instead of allowing her to burn 2,500 calories a day, let's go to 2,450. Okay. Not a big deal in your 20s because 50 calories here or there isn't going to matter. But every time you do that cycle, every time you put your body through something extreme, something like keto, something like I normally eat everything I want, but now I'm willpowering myself to count points or calories or macros. Something like intermittent fasting, something like I'm going to follow this gut health diet and then eventually come off and eat what I want. You have trained your metabolism to change. So let's say that you've done it 10 times over the course of 25 to 40. You can severely reduce your metabolism. So that way, when you're 40, even though maybe you're 40 instead of 25, so let's say you could burn 2,400 calories a day instead of 25, now it's playing down at like the 16, 15, 14 range. So that's in your 40s. Let's go to 50s. Now we're talking 1,200, 1,000 calories. So that's why people are like, I have to limit my calories so extreme. I have to be so crazy in order to change because that's how mainstream dieting does it. That's why when you go to your doctor, they tell you to go to one of these things because you'll see results faster because your metabolism already doesn't work. It's just been screwed this whole time because of all the things that you put it through. Okay. So, how do we get out of that, right? How does that end? Well, that's mainstream dieting. As you know, if you've been following along for a little while here, that I am Leslie. I am a nutrition, emotional eating, and neuroscience expert that's putting all of these things together so that way you can just eat and live and love what you're doing with yourself. Okay. So, how do I want you to see this right now? I want you to think about luxury. Okay. We need to think about stepping into luxury. Okay. So if you have a lot of money, when you go to the Mercedes dealer or you go to the BMW or to the Tesla dealer, you're not asking, what's the cheapest thing I can buy? You're asking, okay, this is what I want. I want a car to do X, Y, and Z. You're finding what works for you. But when you go to dieting, you go straight to that scarcity mentality. You go straight to, I want the lowest calorie or whatever I can follow to lose the most fast to get done with this, right? That's what we go to. So we change our abundance mentality over our car, our wardrobe, over life, and we trade it in for scarcity mentality when we go to diet. So we get into this whole realm of, I can't eat that because that goes to my hips. And then it's like you labeled that food so badly that when it's presented in front of you, that food controls you. Your mind goes into, I suck. I can't eat that. If I eat that, it'll go to my hips. If I eat that, I'll gain weight and X, Y, or Z. So we go back to that willpower muscle. Now we're using our willpower so much again that eventually willpower is a muscle and it fails and we cave and we consume it. And because of all the trash talk we just did, guess what? We make our weight drastically increase. That's why people can see like 5 to 6 pound swings in a week. That's why people gain and lose the same amount of weight. So what do? They become more of an extremist. They take it to the next level in order to get there. And the more extreme you go, the bigger the bounce back. So then in your 40s, you've got 10 pounds that you haven't lost since you were 25 and you can't figure that out. Then maybe come 45, you've got 20 or 30 pounds. Then 50, you've got 40 or 50 pounds. And then maybe that's where it stables off. Maybe you're lucky and it stables off there because you're just like, forget it. So you've been just eating what you want, and your body's like, okay, well, at least I get enough to keep the fat, and I'm not too concerned. She's no longer drastically putting me through these extremes. Abundance and scarcity, right? It's the way we've always dieted. When we diet, we're in scarcity mode. When we are not, we're in abundance mode. That's not luxury. You don't choose to drive the Lexus or the Tesla on the days that you make more money. You choose to drive it every day. Okay. And that is the answer to your solution. You need luxury. There's no reason why you have to go to a gourmet restaurant and choose to consume salad and a white claw. Okay. I don't even know if they serve that at a luxury restaurant. I would hope not, but I'm sure they do because I'm sure there's women out there that believe that that's what they have to do in order to keep their weight down. And it's total BS. That's what we've been fed through the mainstream dieting ways. So we must unfeed ourselves this knowledge that we have and understand that your metabolism was built for you. So people often ask, Leslie, what is luxury dieting? First of all, it's not the focus that you were trained on. The focus that mainstream dieting teaches you on is scarcity, counting, and weighing, or portion controlling, or meal planning, right? All of that is like, ooh, hide me, I'm small, right? You don't go to buy the Tesla or buy the pretty jewelry and say to yourself, okay, I've got exactly $1,100 and this is all I'm going to spend. So give me everything I can have for that. You don't do that. You say, this is what I want. Now speak to me. And most of the time, diamond retailers will even tell you, they'll tell you one thing that's slightly over what you want to spend right after they show you what you can spend. They'll show you what you can, and then they'll say, oh, but this is just slightly over your price range because it's like, I actually can buy that one. That actually does work for me. Okay. So really think about that. Like, think about it in terms of that. But with dieting, we're taught backwards. We're taught to focus on these stupid things that just keep us small. Whereas luxury dieting has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you stepping into the power of your abundance. You are a metabolic powerhouse. That's what you are. Your body loves to burn calories. It does it every day, all day, right here, me sitting, talking to you, drinking my wine down Wednesday, just having a chill conversation with you because I mean, honestly, here's the deal. Like your metabolism's always working for you. The thing is, it was so trained backwards that while I sit here and talk to you, my body may be burning tons of more calories because of this love and support that I provided. And that's what I want for you. So really think about it in terms of I am a metabolic powerhouse. What would happen if we could mindset shift you? What if we could reframe the way you thought about your body and turn it into a calorie bursting machine? Okay. Now, second thing that really is focused on in luxury dieting is the stuff you say to yourself in your head. Okay. So I know that so many of my followers are very busy entrepreneurs. They're very busy C-suite execs. They're very, very busy people. Okay. I know that the last thing that you want to do when you walk in the door is think, what do I need to meal plan? What do I need to meal prep? How do I stay within this? You are living the life that you wanted. You're loving every piece, right? You're going to work like, I've got this. Maybe you've persuaded the boss into giving you more of a raise. Maybe you just increased your prices for what you do. You are a powerhouse. But when it comes to dieting, everything is like, oh, you can't eat that. Don't touch that. That donut will go straight to your hips. If you have a bite of your kid's ice cream, you can say goodbye to your ketosis. This negativity is manifesting in all areas of your life. It's manifesting in your diet. It's manifesting in your life. It's manifesting everywhere you look, everywhere you're turning. You're just not seeing how this piece behind you and the nasty stuff you're saying in your brain is actually affecting every aspect of your life. Every little piece of your life is affected by this. So we must mindset shift ourselves out of that. What if you could say, it's Wine Down Wednesday? Swine supports me. I'm a metabolic powerhouse. And I look good in my clothes. I feel good in my clothes. And I know that this is working for me. Imagine how much different just you, your body, your mentality would feel, right? And I know I'm not supposed to tell you this, but that changes everything. It just changes everything, and your whole life will change. And the third thing that luxury dieting focus on is you. Like, when was the last time you opened up a book on like keto or Weight Watchers or anything that it was like, tell me, what is it that you want? What do you need? Like, do you want to dine out 5 days a week? Do you want to cook? When was the last time your diet asked you that? Well, that's what I do. I allow you to step into your power, your luxury, the abundance you know you deserve. Because you deserve so many things. You deserve the Wind Down Wednesday at 12:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. You really do. And there should be nothing that tells you that it's going to cause you to gain weight or not to fit in your pantsuit come Monday or that you just broke whatever. This scarcity mindset around dieting just has to go. And in order to do that, you have to lay down those mainstream diets, or you'll have that story and you'll blame menopause or you'll blame your thyroid and you'll go see your doctor 15 times and you'll scare yourself into bad health issues solely because you let your metabolic powerhouse go when you were first 20 something and decided to follow some stupid diet to lose 10 pounds to look good in a bikini that weekend to impress the guy you were kind of seeing. Or vice versa for my men out there. Maybe it was because all your other friends had six packs and you needed to have one. Or maybe you were a wrestler. Whatever it may be, it's reclaiming that power. I hear the complaints. I mean, I do. I talk to people all the time and they're like, oh, I can't because of this, or I can't because of this, or I can't because of this. Yes, you can. Okay. All of that is just excuses. The real question is, what is more important, the this or your health? Do you want to be 50 and have to eat like this in order to feel good for the rest of your life? Like, do you want to be combating 10s and 20s of pounds? I don't think you do. Everybody wants me to say, oh, it's because I'll get diabetes, it's because I'll have a stroke or a heart attack. No, let's go with the simple thing. Do you want to eat gourmet for the rest of your life? Or do you want to be like, I will take just one pea and a white claw? What's your life like? When will you step into that luxury? I implore you that you really need to explore your scarcity mindset around everything. Like, think, what are the bad thoughts you think about food? How mean are you to yourself? When did you first go on a diet? How hard has it been? And, we all have that story of, oh, I look so good then. I remember when I'm thinking I just look so fat, but I look so good then. That's your key. That's your key. Because, see, the thing is that if you hate yourself into skinny, you're not going to like yourself any better then. So you're gonna eventually fall out of it. And you just don't know that. And some people they'll keep it off for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, but it will eventually come back. And we blame it on age, and it has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with the mainstream diet you chose, the metabolism breaker that you chose, and not really listening to the internal guide inside of you and getting that luxury plan that allows you to step into your power, step into your abundance, and fully live eating the gourmet life that you want to. Just like I said, and how I'm going to end it is you don't go to Tesla asking for the cheapest car on the lot. You go to Tesla asking for the car that you want. So why are you allowing somebody else to tell you how to diet? It's not what you want. Step into luxury. When you book a call with me, you will learn exactly how to step into that plan. It is so fluid and so easy when you let go of everything that you thought you had to do and just actually learn to listen from within with the help and the guidance through that luxury nutrition call. So please feel free to book that. When you do, your whole life will change and you will no longer have that scarcity mindset around food. Outside of that, again, if you watch this hashtag live, hashtag replay, I typically go live around this time every Wednesday to share with you what I'm now going to call my Wind Down Wednesday knowledge. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.